to show you how to French cut American Ostrich Farms rack of lamb. We do send the rack of lamb with the cap on just because it's such a great piece of meat on your rack of lamb. But if you're wanting to French it, remove the meat from the end bone, you will need to remove that cap. The cap does pull off very easily. As you can see right here, there is a fat layer that just pulls away from. If you just pull, sometimes you do have to use a knife to get in there. You want to use the tip of the knife to minimize any damage being done to the actual rack. You can just work that all the way down. If you are deciding to pull this, this is a great piece of meat. You can cook it like ribs. We personally like to roll it up and grill them as pinwheels. As you can see right here, this is what your cap's gonna look like. There is quite a bit of meat on there. We do like to roll these up. You can cut them to look like pinwheels. They're great to throw on the barbecue or even to roast. So once you have your cap off, as you can see here, if you flip it around, you do have those bones that are running through the bottom. I like to come up about 2.5 inches from the very bottom and make a line. From there, you can actually run your knife down and in between each rib, making a cut. Once you have those cuts made, go ahead and take your knife and run it along the bone to take that meat off the top of those bones. When you flip it around, you'll actually run your knife down both sides of each one of those bones. That will actually let you pull that piece of meat off in between each bone. Now, instead of discarding these little pieces, they're great if you want to use them for fajitas, taco meat, even cut them up smaller and use them as stew meat. Now, when you flip around, you'll notice there is some meat still left on those bones. You'll just have to go back through, depending on how pretty you want it, and remove any of that fat or meat that's remaining. Sometimes it's helpful to take a wet towel and pull against each bone. Might help remove some of that excess. And that is your French cut rack of lamb.